I can't hear you. Hold on. I don't think I'm muted. Are you there?
They better come on.
I'm not answering questions after the training. Because, I mean, we have over 50 girls. So it will be like, seriously, do you know how many questions I would get about this training?
Yeah, a ton.
So I mailed everybody who got the same packet with the same card that says, hey, like, this is when I'm doing the tax training,
Yeah. If they're not on here, they're lost.
Well, I mean, it's recorded, but I'm not going to go over it. Because it's a lot, and it's very tedious, and it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you do have questions. I mean, it's something concerning a legal matter. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you do it right, I guess you could say.
Right.
So it's important. So, did you have a good day?
I did. How about you?
Good, girl. I've been packing all day.
Oh, I bet.
The house, like, I don't even have anything on my walls.
Oh,
so sad. Lydia's here. She just went through my cabinets and threw away everything that was nasty. That was expired.
Hi, Lydia.
So that's exciting. It's Lindsay. You remember Lindsay? Curly hair. She put a jar up.
I'm really good at names. I'm really bad at names. Oh yeah, the jar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the jar. That's so funny.
That was me.
I'm very, very bad at names.
Yeah, it's okay. I get that. No. Not today.
Take the trash bags anywhere?
Yeah, right up under that awning, you'll see where I put other trash bags, and that'll be it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So grateful for you.
This one's not full yet. Do you want me to leave it in here?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we've got about 5 minutes, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
How's your goals coming along?
They're good.
Good.
I bought some more stuff today. I had a girl buy a few things from me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was exciting.
I haven't even checked our stuff, girl. I had just been like, had my headphones in, tuning everything out, just packing and trashing stuff. And do you know how you have a ton of crap in your medicine cabinet?
Yes.
I sure did. Woo, so crazy.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, for real. For real. Shelly! Hey, Shelly!
Hi, Shelly!
Hello, hello. I saw y'all. I hopped on Facebook first. I don't know if you saw it. But I was like, I am ready.
I'm so ready.
I knew it had to be on.
I haven't seen anything. I just sat down 20 minutes ago and went back over my tax workbook. And I was like, I have a trailer in the front yard where I'm packing. I have tons of totes in it.
Good.
I know. And then I packed my car up with all my clothes. I have one outfit laid out, other than the dirty clothes that I have to wash. I need to do that.
Yeah. Oh,
so when is your official day of moving?
Tomorrow.
Oh, shoot.
Woo! Listen, Goodwill in Bowling Springs, literally, when we moved, I feel like we filled up half the whole building. We lived there 10 years, so there was a lot.
I hate the Goodwill.
I remember this stuff. I forgot about it.
I hate the Goodwill. And I know that sounds awful, but like they literally are making so much money on people's stuff that was donated.
Yep.
And they don't really do anything for the people. You know what I mean? Like, they help you set up an interview. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, where else do you take it?
I am getting Lydia to take it to Salvation Army, which I think is on Asheville Highway.
Yeah, there's one in Westgate too.
So they do a lot of good. You know, they're the ring bellers when they go when you go into Walmart.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my AirPods to connect to my computer.
Yeah, will you do that? Oh God. Thank you. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Yeah, so I will go to the Goodwill if like I don't have time to go across town, but see, like Lydia was here and I had a whole like pile of stuff that obviously I didn't throw away.
Yeah.
I was like, can you take all this off for me? That'd be great. So
Yeah, fair trade.
okay, you guys, 2 minutes and counting. I'm gonna start right at 6 because I did say if you miss it, oh well. So make sure I start today on time, okay? Not early.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on. So, are we doing that now? Hold on. Let me get that
We're
last
doing
thing.
this.
This
thing.
On the 2nd?
The tax workbook.
January 2nd. Oh yeah, I got that. Grr.
Oh.
Hey, man.
What you talking about?
Yeah, no.
I sent you
Next
guys
Saturday.
a calendar,
This Saturday.
Did you guys get a calendar from me?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I mailed it out.
Hold on,
In this packet?
No, it was separate. I'm not training on it. I just
Okay, well, listen.
I made it. It's for January.
Okay. I don't think so.
I did.
But
I was thinking you
this
had it.
Saturday, are we having a party when we watch the thing? Is that a yes? No? Okay.
Can I see how far I get with moving in by tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have like
tomorrow's the 31st.
furniture for you to sit on, that's a no.
Oh, we'll be fine. You got pillows.
So
Gotcha. And the 9th, right? That's at your house?
okay, so yes, that one's for sure happening. I know I'll
Okay,
have my
cool.
life together by then.
Okay, good. That gives you a week and some days.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
All right.
Christina's iPhone. Can I see your face, please? Is that Christy Summerall? Is that who that is? I just want to make sure it's not like some sketchy person.
Fair trade.
Even though I feel like, why in the world do they want my tax training? Just saying. You never know. All right, you guys, it's 6:01, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I just want to say, hey. Everybody got that cute little document from me in the mail with their tax workbook, right? It was like creating 2021. I'm going to make everybody mute. Okay. So here we go. So, sorry about this. I had not done my makeup in 2 or 3 days because we were packing up my entire house. Well, the truth is I'm packing up the entire house. So I left Trey for like 2 hours yesterday. Okay, I come back and all he's put in a box is books. I was like, what you been doing? Well, I watched an episode of Supernatural. I was like, okay. So, anyways, I've been packing for 2 days, and then we're going to be moving for the next 2 days. Starting tomorrow, we signed at 11 a.m., so I'm going to be moving the goal is by 1. So I've already packed up my car and packed up the trailer. I'm like ready, okay? Anyway, so today's training, I did want to do a little bit of recognition for those who emailed me their piece of paper. It said creating 2021. Miss Lindsay did. Woo! And Shelly. Woo! Those were the 2 that I received in my email. If you sent it or forgot to send it, it's not too late. I'm going to give you guys until the end of the month for those, for your prizes. I always think it's good to think ahead of time rather than waiting till that day and then being like, oh, what are we going to do for 2021? You know what I mean? So it's good. If you don't already have a word that is like your focus for the year. Mine, I want to share you guys with mine, is Thrive. Have you ever heard this song, Thrive by Casting Crowns? So God calls us to thrive. He doesn't call us to be content and be comfortable where we're at. He calls us to always grow. And so to me, the word thrive, when I heard that song, I've heard it before, but like it really spoke to me. And so that's my word for the year. And my scripture for the year, I haven't really come across the scripture that I'm just like, so right now it's still Mark 9:23, but until I find another one. So it's good to have an inspirational word, meaning. To me, words are so powerful. Words that you say to yourself are so powerful, and words that you hear are powerful. And I think the words that you see are powerful. So anywho, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our tax workbook, okay? So all of you got one of these in the mail from me, okay? Tax workbook. And I'm literally just going to go through it with you, okay? So this is your copy, okay? What I would recommend if it were me, I'm going to post a PDF version on our Facebook group so that you have this to always go back to and print, okay? But what I'm going to recommend is, if you can see on mine, I've taken notes beside them, okay? So I'm going to recommend that you do the same so that when you go back and you're separating receipts or whatever, you're like, hold on, where does this go? Okay, this goes behind this file. You know what I mean? So before I go over this, I wanted to share with you guys what I do. So you can get these super cute things. Now, y'all, can you tell I'm packing okay? Like, my house is a disaster. Okay, so box of products, stay right here. You can get these super cute filing boxes, right? And they have all these files, okay? You can get these. You can go to Office Depot. You can go to Walmart, whatever. Sometimes TJ Maxx will have them. Target. You can get the cutesy ones, or you can get, that one's one that I file. Hold on, somebody's trying to get on. The one that I just showed you is one that I keep all my training documents in. So it's not really my tax one. My tax one. See that purple plastic tote. It's like plastic. It's not going to destroy in the weather. Okay. That one, you have to buy the files to go in it. You know what I'm talking about? The hanging files. But it's a box, right? I like those better because if the IRS ever asks me, it ain't fell apart. I can literally just say, here you go. Here's the whole box. Go have some fun. You know what I mean? So, what I want you to know is that if you do not have a receipt or a piece of paper for it, you cannot write it off, okay? If it's a bill that you can get your hands on, I recommend printing it off and saving it, okay? We do paperless billing for everything. So, but at the end of the year, the important bills that I know that I can write off, I print. And if I can't find them on my account, I call them. Hey, I can't find April 2020. Can you send me a copy of that, please? Thanks. And they have to. They have to, right? Because they have to have it for their taxes. Just like any other company. So they have it. They just got to find it, and you have to make them. Okay? So, but the truth is that if you are a paperless bill person and you know that you can write off all of those, then just click the box to get them printed in the mail to you every month. so that you can just stick that and do that for 2021, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start in our tax workbook. I just wanted to show you how you can file everything. And as we go through, you'll see what your sections will be. I'll show you, okay? All right, so we're going to start with the first. It's a checklist, okay? It says year-end tax checklist, okay? Everybody got that?
Do you have a virtual copy? Like, not a virtual copy. And not a paper copy. I have my paper copy. I just want to have the backup for me to print.
Yes.
For my OCD self.
Yes. So I'm going to post, after we finish this, I'm going to post a PDF version on our box, on our Facebook group that you guys can always go back to and grab. So I would recommend writing notes on this.
Yes. And so I wanted another copy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Okay, so this is a checklist that I would recommend doing before the end of the year. Okay, like you've got a few days. Okay, so starter kit refresh. Go through your starter kit and refresh and restock any items that you're running low on. So y'all, this is like for your demo in your kit. Okay, for your demo in your kit. Now, most of y'all work virtually, so this is not something that you need to do. Y'all, anytime you pull items off your shelf to be able to use for demo, you can write that off. So it says right here, write a list of these items at their wholesale cost on a sales ticket and label it demo. Okay. So literally you get a sales ticket, write down everything that you had to pull off of your shelf. I always do the retail because I know that by heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, mascara 15. You know what I mean? And then at the bottom is when I deduct the 50% or whatever, and that's the amount. Okay, that's the amount. And at the top of the sales ticket where it says name, I put demo, and I put the month, so it'd be December 2020. Okay, it doesn't have to. And so I do this for every month. Every month I have a sales ticket where maybe I pulled stuff off the shelf for me or whatever. Y'all, I use a lot of mascara and eye makeup remover. I am a firm believer in using product. Okay, if I'm going to sell it, I've got to use it, right? So I want to make sure that I'm personal advertisement. So every time, and it's a tax write-off. So I just keep track of it every month, you know. And then if I don't have a chance to write it down at that very moment, I just save the box in like a bin. And then at the end of the month, I'll just go through and write down all the boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a new eyeliner out, I would throw the box into that container and then just go use my eyeliner. Does that make sense? So I can go back and write it off. Okay. Number 2, personal items refresh. Go through your personal travel bag to refresh and restock any items that you're running low on or that you want to try. Write a list at their wholesale cost on the sales ticket. Label it personal use items. Personal use. All right, so let me explain the difference in personal use and advertising. So this is kind of one of those things you're going to want to write underneath personal items, okay? Personal items is stuff that you cannot see. When I use it, you can't see that I use it. For example, cleanser and moisturizer. You're not going to know that I'm using that just by looking at me, right? But eyeliner and mascara, you will know if I'm wearing that, right? So personal use is stuff that you can't see. Advertising is stuff that you can see. Does that make sense? Is everybody tracking? So I always have a personal use sales ticket and an advertising sales ticket. Okay? Personal use and advertising. So usually 90% of the time, personal use is skincare stuff and advertising is makeup stuff. Okay? 90% of the time. Like foundation primer, even though that's for makeup, you can't see it, so it goes where? Personal use. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Number 3, take inventory. Okay. The easiest way to count your section 1 inventory is to start an order on InTouch. Start an order. Okay. So you're going to pull up the screen. You're going to click product orders, like you're going to place an order. Okay. It's a fake order. Okay. You're not really placing it. And you're going to add the items that are on your shelf into your cart. Okay. So that you can get a total amount at the end. Does that make sense? Super easy. All right. Don't place the order, just print it out. So you literally can save the order as a PDF. Did you guys know that? You want me to show you? Y'all want me to show you? I will show you. I will screen share and show you. Okay, so let's go back to my Zoom. I'm going to screen share. Share. Can you see this? Are we good? Y'all can see my screen? Okay. So, also, let me, hold on. Hold on, friends. I don't know, whatever. So you're going to click, you're on the screen, you're going to go to ordering, like you're going to create a new order. Okay. Got that? Y'all's doesn't say that, but mine does. Okay. So you're on your screen. Okay. Let's say I've got 3 miracle sets in combo oily and I got 3 normal dry. Let's just say that. Okay. Let's just say that's all I got. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay. I'm going to go to my shopping cart. Look at this. Print entire order. So you're literally just going to add everything to your cart and then you're going to hit this and you're going to print it. And guess what? It's going to have the date. So you got to do that before the end of the year. Okay. That's how I do that. Okay. Stop sharing. All right, cool. Everybody tracking? Okay. So, also for products on your shelf that are not available to order from the company, you need to create a separate list on a sales ticket. And this is on your document. These will be categorized as 2020 discontinued items. So y'all know when we have a new catalog come out, sometimes they have these items that are called limited edition. And then they are gone. After they're sold out, they're gone, right? Or after that quarter ends, they're gone, right? That is called discontinued. Mary Kay's not making any more, okay? So the items that are on your shelf, like for example, I have some of those mini brush sets that were super cute for the holidays. See what I'm talking about? The pink mini brush sets, they were like $15. I have some of those left. So that will go on my discontinued. So I can still sell it, but it's considered discontinued. It's a tax write-off. Don't ask me why. It just is. It's exciting, okay? So just write it down and save it, okay? So that needs to go on a separate sales ticket. Can be written off on your tax return. Cool? Okay. It says next is December orders. I want you to take a marker and scratch this off, okay? Because Mary Kay is going to have a document when it's ready. At the end of December, Mary Kay is going to have a document ready for you that you can go grab and print. And it's going to have a lot of information that your CPA is going to need and that you're not going to have to do anything but print off, okay? And I'll let you know when it's available. They used to not include December orders. So if you ordered any Mary Kay product or Section 2 items, it used to not be on there. You would have to add it up and put it on there. You don't have to do that anymore. Okay. They got a little smart and tech savvy, so they're going to take care of that for us. So we're just going to skip that. So this will technically be number 4. Document ending mileage. You need to document your ending mileage on your cars. Just go take a picture of the odometer on your car and file these with your tax information. If you're going to be writing off any mileage, you need to make sure that you snap a picture. And that way next year, you have, well, at the beginning of 2021, this was what my odometer said, right? Does that make sense? So this is how many miles I put on my vehicle for Mary Kay. Does that make sense? And then, of course, you're going to need to track those for 2021. If you didn't already track them, y'all, I'm going to be honest. I was driving a freaking rental for like 3 months, and I wasn't tracking mileage. Okay, I just wasn't. And most of the time, we've been working virtually anyways. So I'm not writing off mileage this year. My CPA is going to be like, seriously, Nikki? And I'm going to say, I didn't track it. Like, oh, well, it'll be fine. So if you didn't track it, leave it alone, okay? But still go snap a picture of your odometer for your for next year, okay? Because you're gonna want to know that, okay? All right.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
So do we track it only when we're doing Mary Kay things, or so do we need to snap a picture every single time we go?
So they have this amazing app. It's called Mile IQ. I think it's like $5 a month. Y'all, that's like one coffee for me. I can afford $5, okay? And the $5 for the app cost is a tax write-off, okay? But it tracks you, it basically, because it's on your phone, so it just tracks when you move, okay? So if I go from my house to Starbucks, it like dings and lets me know, hey, so I can swipe left for personal or swipe right for business, and it will track it for me. And then all I've got to do is print the document at the end of the year.
What's the name of that app?
Mile IQ. MILEIQ. And it's $5. It's like $4.99 a month, I think, is how much I pay. Cool? And then all you got to do is print it off at the end of the year, because all you do. So sometimes when I'm like sitting in traffic or something, I'll like hold my phone and swipe left, right for personal or business, so that I just update it as I can, as I'm able. I don't like make it where I sit down for an hour and do this once a month or anything like that. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? Okay, so the next thing is, also, you cannot write off gas. So gas receipts, you cannot write those off if you are going to track mileage. Now, if you did not track mileage and you have gas receipts, you can do that. Okay? A lot of times, though, like for 2021, prepping for 2021, it is best for you to track mileage because it's more cost efficient on your tax refund. But, you know, if you're just not like going to do that, just keep your gas receipts. Okay. All right. Next is recording office space. Okay. So a lot of us, I used to have an office that was away from home. And so my rent was a write-off or whatever for that, okay? But majority of us, and now my whole entire office space is in my living room, okay? So the square footage, I'm literally going to go like this. I can show you guys, okay? So I technically have 2 spots, okay? Well, really, if I thought about it, y'all remember I'm moving, so don't judge me, okay? Okay, so from where my desk is over there all the way to the wall, okay? And then from the wall all the way over there to the edge of the wall, all of this, because I use all of that for work, up until where I'm at, okay? From here, like seriously measure from, take a tape measure and measure from here to there and then there to there. Does that make sense? That square footage, don't worry about having to do any kind of math. You just measure from here to here and here to here. Okay? You get your inches or feet or whatever and you write them down. Okay? So my office space, and then snap a picture. I would take a picture of my office right here, boop, and take a picture of my office over here, boop. And then save the pictures with my tax stuff and write down the square footage and write it down. That's all you got to do, okay? Your CPA will know what to do with that. All right? Just all you got to do is measure, okay? Does that make sense? Easy peasy. I always make my husband do it. He thinks he's all fancy with his tape measure. So this also includes the closet where you keep your products, your office space, and anywhere else that is exclusively used for business. The space does not have to be an entirely separate room. However, it does need to be exclusively used for business purposes. Y'all, that's why you're going to take a picture of your space. Okay? So, oh yeah, this is all Mary Kay. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Don't have any personal items in the pictures. In other words, like if Emma's toys are right there, we're going to move that. Okay? Because it needs to be like Mary Kay. Okay? All right. So make sure you do that. Account for customer delivery service orders. If you did not, which I did not either, print a record of all your customer delivery service, which is where you have Mary Kay ship it to your customer directly. Throughout the year, send an email to this and put income tax request in the subject line. Ask for a summary of the CDS orders. They will email it to you. Okay? They keep up with all that. So they will email it to you and then you just print it off. So exciting. Isn't that awesome? Okay. All right. Also, the next thing on your list is to get a new date book. Y'all, you're starting a new year. You're going to kind of need that, okay? Or you're going to be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing today. I have no idea. Some of y'all are pretty awesome. I've already gotten one. Like, I got one like 2 months ago.
I got mine too.
I love new calendars. It makes me so excited.
I just got mine yesterday.
Oh, it's like the best thing ever. It's so fun. I swear. Some people are like, what are you talking about? It's just a calendar, but it's so fun.
Oh, no. It had to have the to-do list and enough room to write and the places to
It's
check.
got to have the times on it. Like, it's got to be so fun.
And even the Sunday part. Mine's not, though, but even my Sunday part says my day at the top of it on the Sunday. I was like,
I love
yep.
that. Is it Erin Condren?
I think it might be. Yes.
You customized it completely. And it's spiral? No? Oh. Erin Condren's kind of cool, too. It's like the ultimate planner, but I can never get myself to spend it.
But this one just happened to have it. It says Sunday was my day.
What? Okay. Anywho. Okay, so the last thing on this checklist is to fill out this workbook and file. Okay. You got time to do that. Okay. Don't feel like you have to do that by the end of the year. Okay. That's not, you can, as long as you do it by your tax deadline to file. Okay. You get what I'm saying? All right. So now let's talk about your worksheet, the year-end tax worksheet. It looks like this. Okay. Without the pink writing. That's my stuff. Okay. So total retail sales. Okay. Before taxes. Okay. This is based on your sales tickets. How do you know what you've sold? Well, you wrote it down on a sales ticket, right? That's always what I've taught you guys. When you sell something, you write it down on a sales ticket. If you don't have it wrote down on a sales ticket, go get some sales tickets and write them down. Like if you just kept up with it online. If you kept up with it online, I'm pretty sure you can print them off. But you need, remember, paper. Paper. You want to be able to file all of this and prove it, okay? Lindsay said, do you include tax? No, when you're adding this up for your, because this total retail sales is before taxes. So you would add up all your subtotals. Okay. So if I sold 2 mascaras, that would be what? $30. That's it. No taxes, just $30. Okay. In retail, it's not wholesale. Wholesale is what we buy it for. Retail is what we're selling it for. Okay. So you're just going to write down your total retail sales. add up all your sales ticket subtotals, and that's what number goes right there beside that. Does that make sense? So what I do is save all my sales tickets. I literally file every single sales ticket, a copy of it, into behind that. Okay, behind that. All right. Commissions. If you built your team even a little bit and you made some kind of love check for Mary Kay, or you've earned prizes like Star Consultant prizes or anything like that, Mary Kay will send you a 1099 if it's been a certain amount. Okay, you don't get, I think it has to be at least 400 or 600. I can't remember exactly, but Mary Kay will send you the 1099. Okay, so you'll just bring your 1099 with them. Okay, they'll mail you one, but I think they also post a virtual one on In Touch, and they'll like make an announcement in the news area of In Touch and post it. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, so expenses involved with purchases from the company. All right, so section 1, wholesale beginning inventory. Okay, so listen, you guys. This is January 1st, 2020. I'm pretty sure all of y'all were not in Mary Kay January 1st, 2020. So your number for this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, is 0. 0. Okay? Now, next year, your beginning wholesale will be what beginning inventory wholesale will be what's on your shelf at the end of the year. Does that make sense? You only count it once. So you're going to count everything. Remember on that checklist, we had you go do take inventory. You went and added everything to the cart, printed it off. The total amount for that will go at the wholesale ending inventory. Does that make sense? Everybody's tracking. You sure? Okay. And then next year, it will go at the beginning inventory because obviously we're starting a new year. Okay? Make sense? All right. The next thing is total wholesale purchases. Remember I told you Mary Kay was going to give you a handy dandy document and it was going to tell you all these amazing numbers and you don't have to worry about it? That number is going to be on there. So you don't even have to do anything there. Okay? So I'll let you know when that's uploaded because they're going to send you a document that's going to tell you how much you ordered. Okay? For the year. Okay, purchases used for personal use. Remember, this is the products that you can't see. Products that you can't see. Purchases used for demo. Those are the ones you added to your demo. Okay, if you took satin hands to somebody and let them try it before they buy it, guess what? That's a demo product. Okay. Your starter kit purchase goes here. Starter kit purchase goes here. So anything you added to your demo and also your starter kit purchase because all of y'all started your business in 2020. Okay. Okay. Sales tax paid to company on product purchases. This will be on that printed sheet that Mary Kay gives you. Okay. Also, freight charges on product orders. This is where we pay that $9.95 shipping, flat rate shipping. It will be on that piece of paper. So don't worry about that. Okay. You don't have to worry about your freight because it'll be on your paper.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. So I was seeing something and it said like the freight, the shipping, it was saying USPS or UPS. If we go to the post office and tell them we're with Mary Kay, or if there's something we do we get a special price for shipping? No, that's just through the
Mary
website when people order.
Mm-hmm. That's just something that Mary Kay offers. They have an agreement, like corporate Mary Kay has an agreement with them to ship out products through Mary Kay to them, not through us, because we're like our own independent consultant. So yeah, their rates don't apply.
Okay, but that does That'll be on the 1099 or the other form.
Anytime that we paid for shipping, for product, for customer delivery service, for products coming to our house to restock, for inventory, whatever, it will be printed on that piece of paper what our freight total was.
So we have to save those?
Like all your order slips that come in your orders, I would say yes, save them. But I'm pretty sure everything is going to be on that end of the year piece of paper that Mary Kay is going to give us.
Okay.
Okay. You sure you good?
Yes, I did not say that.
Okay. Okay, business supplies. This is section 2 items. This would be samples. This would be sales tickets, profile cards, plastic tray inserts. Y'all know what I'm talking about? All of that stuff that doesn't count for our wholesale. Okay? That's a tax write-off. So, and I'm 99.9% sure that's going to be on your print sheet too, but you're going to need to when you hand your CPA this document, he needs to see all of this individual stuff. Does that make sense? For the way that he files. Or she. Okay, so loss on product. Loss on product. This means it was not paid by a customer. Okay, so this can be a discount. Okay, if I gave her a $10 off her order, that's loss. Okay, so that's why it's important when you give a discount that it's on that sales ticket, right? Because it's a tax write-off. And when I go through and add up all this stuff for my sales tickets, I just highlight that portion so I know that I did it. You know what I'm saying? And the discount portion is still going to be on that same sales ticket. It's still going to be under total retail sales. I don't need to have double documents. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Hostess gifts. So this is section 1 product that you gave away. Any kind of gifts. And it could be for your hostess. It could be for a customer birthday. Like, it's just product that you gave away. I would really honestly circle the word gifts. Did you gift it to somebody? Was it free for them? Okay. And you add up your wholesale cost on this. Okay. So that's your cost. All right. That makes sense? Okay. I always, anytime I give product away or do like a prize giveaway on my VIP group or anything, and it's product, I always write it down on a sales ticket with gift, December 2020, whatever month and year it was, and I keep a list of it for that month. And then that way I have that to just literally go back. Does that make sense? Okay. Non-collected sales tax. So when I give a discount, or honestly, when I give a discount, I always still charge them the tax on the retail. Okay. I always do. But when I give somebody a free product, like a free mascara from a drawing, I'm not making them pay sales tax on that. So that's where this would go. Okay. When I gave away free product and I didn't charge them taxes, I've got to write down, hey, like they got free tax on this. How much was the tax? And then add it up. Does that make sense? So non-collected sales tax. This is also for personal use items. When you pull stuff off of your shelf, you paid sales tax on the retail amount. So you're going to need to, you get to write off that too. The taxes on that. Okay. Does that make sense? Your walk-in advertisement for your business. Isn't that awesome? Also product refunds. Did any of y'all have anybody who returned product and you had to give them money back? Lacey? No? But sometimes, if you ever have to give them money back, okay, that's what you would write down there. Okay. Sometimes I have people bring stuff back and they just exchange. That's not a tax write-off. Okay. because it's the same value, right? Okay, so then just skip that one if y'all didn't have that. Okay, other business expenses. These are kind of my favorite because this goes to like all my living expenses. It's so awesome. The perks of being a Mary Kay girl. Okay, office expenses, office supplies. Okay, I have to use pens to write down my orders. So when I buy a pack of pens, when I buy tape, when I buy paper for my printer, when I buy ink for my printer, when I buy a printer, okay? This could be supplies for your office. This could be furniture for your office. I remember a couple of years ago, I bought my desk, okay? That was $700. Well, that was a tax write-off because I needed the office desk for my office, okay? I was literally using pop-up tables then. So I bought that, okay? Electronics. This year, my husband bought me a MacBook. Praise the Lord for working virtually. So that was a tax write-off, okay? So this all goes under office supplies, okay? Has anybody got questions on that? I don't care if you buy a pack of paper clips. Save your receipts, okay? Because I'm telling you that stuff, it may be $1, but at the end of the year, when you have $300 sitting in receipts, you're going to be like, holy moly, okay? And it makes a dent. Go ahead, Lindsay.
So like, what about the stuff that we bought for like mystery bags? And can that go in this as well?
No, I'm coming. I got you. Okay, so business supplies. Okay, this is like supplies for your business. Okay, so what that means is it's not for the office. It's for like cotton swabs. Okay, Q-tips, business supplies. This also includes magazines and publications. So when I buy a book that keeps my head straight, because that's important, how often have I trained on emotional management and Mary Kay? Okay, how often? When I buy a book for that, that's why when Lindsay and Fran told me to pick up those books for them, what came with it? A receipt separate for you. Okay, because that is a tax write-off, okay? So that goes under here, business supplies, your books, your publications, magazines, okay? All right, postage, all right? So remember, freight is when Mary Kay shipped for us. Postage is when I go to the post office and buy my stamps or ship a package. So I would say that postage, it would be my receipts from the post office, okay? Does that make sense? Or if you used a service like stamps.com or something like that, this would go here, okay? All right, now remember advertising. This is products that you can see. All right, this is usually your eyeliner, your mascara, all that. This is also where what is advertising? Catalogs, right? Business cards. This could be I got the logo on the back of my car. Okay? Where I bought, yes, shirts, any kind of Mary Kay advertising something.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. Is it MK Connection?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have anything like when you buy from them?
Your email probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they probably have so many people that buy from that. They probably don't have individual files on you. But we're consultants with Mary Kay, so that's probably why they keep files for us, but not customers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, but anytime I get something, and you can always go back to your trash too if you deleted it. But emails of receipts from Amazon or anything, I always just flag them so that I can go back to all my flags and print them at the end of the year. So, Okay. The next one is laundry for dry cleaning and business attire. Okay. This is where if you took your Mary Kay red jacket and had it dry cleaned, I'll be honest, we've been working all virtual. I've been wearing pajamas most of the time, so this one's a no-go for me this year. Okay. Okay, labor. If you paid somebody in any kind of form, okay, so you paid them in satin lips or a mascara to go drop off some product for you or whatever, this would go there. Does that make sense? I pay Lydia to come and work in my office. I cash app her cash or whatever every month when she drops off my products. She organizes everything. She labels all my products. She delivers product for me. She does like anything. Okay. She literally just came and helped me pack up the rest of my kitchen. So like I pay her hourly, so I keep track of that, or she does. I don't. But labor would be anyone you pay to help you in your business. Okay. And then the last one on this page is bank service charges. Okay, so this is if you got a money order, a cashier's check, anytime this year for anything. This could be credit card fees, not interest, fees. Okay, maybe you paid a $5 late fee or whatever. Okay, checking charges. If your checking charges you like $5 a month to keep your checking account, that's a write-off, okay? So that's what bank service charges are, okay? Okay, so the next one, the next page, it says other business expenses. Wait, before I get to this, does anybody have any more questions about that page? Okay. So other business expenses continued. Promotions and contest expenses. Promotions and contest expenses. So this would be, really, this is more or less for directors. This would be where I would buy prizes for y'all. Okay. Contests, promos, all that. Okay. The next one, so y'all don't have to worry about that. Meeting expenses. When we were meeting in person, I was charging like $3 and donating it to the church. So that money I wrote you guys a receipt for, and that's a tax write-off, right? It was like $3. Okay, so that goes here. Any conference like fall retreat, anything online, if you had to pay for some kind of training, conference, anything, seminar, meeting fees, workshops, this is where that goes to. If you paid for career for January Jumpstart, you paid for it in 2020. It's a tax write-off, okay? Fall retreat, seminar was free. We didn't have career conference. I'm just trying to brainstorm in my brain. I think those were really the only 2 events that you may have paid for in 2020, okay? So that's meeting expenses. The next one is interest paid. Interest paid on a loan or credit card that you ordered Mary Kay with. If you started inventory with a card and it has interest on it, it's a tax write-off. Okay. So you have to go and look at all your bills or whatever. All right. The next thing is entertainment and meals. So this one is kind of my favorite, and I always have a really big number on here because what do I do when people come meet with me for coffee? I order their coffee for them. It's a tax write-off. Okay. My coffee at that meeting is a tax write-off. Her coffee and anybody else's I bought. Okay. So anytime I buy coffee, even if it's through a drive-through, I still keep the receipt. If we grabbed lunch together, tax write-off. If I went out and was delivering product to Susie Q and she lives on the other side of town and then it was dinner, tax write-off. Get what I'm saying? Okay. lunch meetings, interviews, meals while traveling. That's also your meals like when you're out of town. I know Lindsay and Shelly went to fall retreat. Any of your food expenses up there, this is included here, okay? Okay, so then next, anybody got questions on that? Okay. The next one is purchases gifts for customers, not from your inventory. So this is your mystery bag goodies, okay? Anything that you took, sometimes people, like I take socks. Like sometimes Mary Kay had a promo with the Mint and Bliss lotion this year and it came with socks, but that's not always the case. So usually I go to Dollar Tree and I buy all these fun goodies to partner up with my products. And those fun goodies are tax write-offs, okay? So it's like a gift that comes with whatever I'm giving her. That's a write-off, okay? Sometimes I buy those rubber scrubbies that can go with your brushes from the Dollar Tree. Those are tax write-offs. Y'all get what I'm saying? Any kind of gift that's not like Mary Kay product, it's a tax write-off, okay? So that's where those receipts go. Cost of career apparel. If you bought a red jacket or a director suit, the cost of that goes here. Also, if you bought dresses for a Mary Kay event or nice shoes or heels or whatever this year, if you, as long as you saved your receipt, y'all, Mary Kay is known for wearing like slamming outfits to their parties and stuff, okay? If I show up in my pajamas, do you think they're going to take me serious? No. So we're known for looking professional. This is any receipt that you have from buying a dress or buying shoes or whatever. It's a tax write-off. And it goes right here. Okay. Obsolete products. This is your discarded at cost. This is your discontinued items that I was telling you to write on a separate ticket. That's your discontinued items. Accountant fees. Okay. So let me tell you about an accountant. Y'all, I don't use those super quick people who take a 5-minute quiz, who file their taxes from Jackson Hewitt or whatever is out there. There's like a Busquillion. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Those chain places. They drop in, they do your taxes in like 5 minutes. You can get $500 up front for coming in there and using them. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those people are not certified. Okay. They're literally just going through the motions of what you could do on your own computer at home. Okay. I do not use those people. I use a real CPA who went to school to be a CPA. Okay. So yeah, I pay a couple $100 to file my taxes, probably about $300 because we usually have a few, like I was having before it was my Mary Kay, Trey's Real Job, plus National Guard. Like we have 4 different like W-2s or whatever you would call them. So it was expensive for us. But I go to a legit CPA. So I want to recommend that you go to a legit CPA who knows what they're doing and knows and understands not just direct sales, but Mary Kay tax write-offs, because Scentsy doesn't have the same write-offs that we do. Okay? We sell cosmetics. You got to look the part. Okay? So anytime you pay your CPA, I pay him once a year to do my taxes. So this year in 2020, in January or whenever I filed, that receipt goes into this write-off for this year. Okay? Because you're going to end up filing when? In 2021. So when you pay him, that receipt you got to save for next year. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you paid to have your taxes done like last year's taxes, but you paid them in 2020, that's a write-off. Okay? As long as you have the receipt. All right, auto expenses. Y'all, this is your car payment, your car insurance, any kind of maintenance, keeping your your oil changes up to date, all that. If you got a new tire, bought 4 tires, this is all your auto expenses. So you have to have a vehicle to run your business, right? So all of that will go here. Y'all, your miles driven or gas receipts, okay? The next one is travel expenses, okay? So up top we had done meeting expenses, so that's like your cost for the event, right? So I don't remember what was fall retreat like $80 or something like that, 80 or 85. Okay, travel expenses. This would be your hotel, okay? If you had to pay to park, if you paid for an Uber or something. Y'all, we always fly to Seminar, which is in Dallas, Texas. And so my flight would be a tax write-off, my hotel would be a tax write-off, and then all the Ubers that I would use back and forth would be a tax write-off. You get what I'm saying? So plane, transportation, lodging, and parking here, okay? All right, the next one is charitable donations. Charitable donations. How often do you drop off crap at Goodwill? Did you know that if you go to goodwill.com, you can create like your list of stuff that you donated and print it off? Holly told me that. Because everything that I just sent, and also when you drop stuff off, always get a receipt. Okay? Always get a receipt. I always donate stuff. This could also be your tithings, that if you tithe to your church or to, any kind of donation that you make to, like, I don't know, if you give to like the American Red Cross or anything like that, it can go here, okay? If you pay office rent, if you don't, then you can write how much you pay in mortgage. And remember to put your square footage with it for your office space, okay? Rent or mortgage. Rent or mortgage. Put your amount that you pay every month. And then write down how much you pay for the year and it can only be for the months that you were in Mary Kay. So if you started in March, it can be March through December, right? Does that make sense? So you can write down your rent or mortgage for this and then put your square footage down, okay? Your phone. Guess what? Your entire phone bill from the time you started Mary Kay. Remember, the time you started Mary Kay till now, okay? In your phone bill is a write-off, okay? Because how often do you make phone calls or use your phone for your virtual appointments and all of that, okay? So all of that, phone bill. Utilities, y'all. You're just going to write a total for these three things, okay? Your water bill for the months that you were in Mary Kay, your power bill for the months that you were in Mary Kay, and your internet bill for the months you were in Mary Kay. All right? Your CPA will do all the percentages on all of that based on your square footage. Don't ask me because I don't know. I don't got a clue. I just give him the numbers. He does all that. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. Okay. And that, my friends, is the tax training. All right. Who's got questions? Are y'all so excited to be in Mary Kay? I know this is a lot of tracking, but at the end of the year, when you file your taxes, you're going to be like, well, dang. Because here's the deal. On paper, it looks like you're not making any money because you're spending money on paper clips and whatever, and you got bills to pay. But here's the deal. Mary Kay paid for your bills. Like, it's so cool. It's so stinking cool. So it ends up helping us a whole lot on the back end. Tax returns, my first year in Mary Kay, I'd been Mary Kay for 6 months. Okay. 6 months. So I just kept all my receipts. Like, literally, Jennifer said, if you buy a pack of gum, keep your receipt. I was like, okay. So I kept all my receipts for 6 months. And then I had filed and we had gotten an extra. Okay, we were married. Newlyweds, we didn't have kids. None of that. We didn't really own anything or nothing like that. We didn't have any kind of amazingness coming in or anything. We got an extra $3,000 added to our tax return for 6 months. Okay. Since then, it all depends on your income. all right, and how much taxes you pay with your checks and all that crap. So I'm not saying you're going to go get $3,000. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that these tax write-offs make a big dent in your return. Okay, and because you work a direct sales at-home business, it's the bomb diggity, y'all. Tax time, I hate the organizing stuff. I pay Lydia to do it because I hate it. I'm like, I don't want to add all this stuff up. But I remember making Trey keep all the receipts, and he was like, oh my God, this is so much crap. He never complains anymore. He just puts it in the console. Like, I have 2 trash bags full of receipts in there that we've got to sort. And Lydia doesn't know yet. Okay. But Trey seen them and he was like, I'm so glad I don't got to do that. But I always make sure that we get it done in a timely manner, and I pay her the big bucks, so she gets excited. So that's your tax training. Yeah, Lindsay, 2 trash bags full of receipts. That doesn't include all the sales tickets and stuff. That's just receipts, like printed from the stores. I always say, okay, at the first of the year when I'm sorting through all this crap, I always say, I'm going to keep up with it this year. I'm going to make sure I organize these at the end of every month. It never happens. And then here we are on my 4th or 5th time filing, and here I am again with 2 big trash bag fulls of receipts. Oh, there's got to be I don't know. I'm sure there's y'all, I have a lot more tax write-offs as a director because I do a lot for y'all and all this stuff, all these other expenses that I have, but it would be so crazy. I need to figure out a better way to keep up with it on a regular basis, but here we are. Well, I love you guys, and I hope this helps you. I hope you're excited to be able to write off all this stuff on your business. I know I was super excited just to see what our return would look like. I was super excited. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. Actually, don't. Let me know now. Okay, Lacey?
So I didn't held on to all of my receipts. Mm-hmm. So whatever I got, just give it to the tax person.
You can't listen. Here's what I recommend, okay? I want you to do what you want to do. You have to have totals written down from those categories. You can't just hand them the receipts you can. You can hand them the receipts, but they're going to charge you a whole lot of money to add up those totals. Okay? Like a whole lot. So I would recommend that you just literally go through and add up your totals and write it down on this piece of paper, and then you take literally the only thing I'll take my CPA is this packet. I just take him this packet.
So, but it's okay that since September I didn't keep all my receipts.
Yes, it is totally fine. Yeah, because the truth is, tax deductions are a benefit for you. As for the IRS, they would rather you not, because that's more money they have to give you. So that's why you've got as long as whatever you're turning in, as long as you have proof of it, is great. It's going to benefit you. But if you don't have proof of it, then don't turn it in. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, oh, I tithe 10% of every single check, and then you really don't have proof of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have proof. Because if the IRS ever audits you, you want to be able to hand them the firm document over. You know what I mean? And that's why I organize everything into these categories in that box. I do add it up and I give my CPA all the totals. But if I'm ever audited, here's the box, have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever want them to make me pay back anything that was truly mine. And y'all, I am by no means an expert on all this. This is just what I do every single year and what my CPA recommends that I do. And he tells me what I can and cannot write off and all of that. So yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. So, say we go to the dollar store and we buy a pair of socks and a pack of pens.
Mm-hmm.
Same receipt.
Mm-hmm. Your pack of
How do we
pens is
do
a
that?
write-off. Circle it.
Yeah, and the socks because I'm giving them to them.
Then write it. Gift beside it and write business supplies. You know what I'm saying?
So would I add both of them separately into like,
because gifts,
here's $1 for socks and
here's what for future you want to separate them for future when you go to the Dollar Tree. But if you didn't, because I've done that before, if you didn't separate it, you already paid for all of it at one time, then you're going to go through, you're going to write beside it gifts, and you're going to go back to your gifts and add that to the total. Then you're going to go back and you're going to, and right beside it gifts so that you know you've added it to the total. And then you go and, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to individually add that to the totals.
And when you're doing your receipts, are you adding the tax?
No, just subtotal.
Oh, for all receipts?
Mm-hmm. Just the cost of the item.
Okay, for most of the things, expenses. Okay.
Anybody else got questions? That was a really good one. No? Going once. Going twice. Okay. That's all I got for you guys. So don't get stressed out over this whole tax thing. It's supposed to be super awesome to be able to give it, to get some extra money back on your tax return. If you feel like you didn't keep up with enough receipts to even worry about it this year, then just don't worry about it this year. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, I invested this much. I sold this much. Don't worry about all those extra expenses. Just turn in what you do have. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. It's no stress or anything. And then you know what to keep up with throughout 2021. You have a full solid year of Mary Kay expenses or whatever. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys, we have today, Wednesday, and Thursday left in December. And I know it's the end of the year and we're all super excited for the new year and everything, but I don't want you to forget to finish up your December goals. Okay. Finish up your December goals. Some of y'all are like $40 away, 40 away from your 600. I think Brandy was 70. I'm not real sure. Don't quote me on any of that. But a lot of y'all are super close. I know Lindsay, Carrie, and Brandy are super close to finishing their necklace from Mary Kay, where they're gonna get their consistency necklace. So that's exciting. But don't forget those things because you don't want to miss. Who wants to miss prizes? Just saying. I love prizes. I love you guys. Mwah! And I cannot, Saturday is our Ignite training. If you want to be on that, it's a virtual training on Facebook. And it will be recorded so you can go back and rewatch it if you want to, or fast forward to a certain section. And then next Saturday on the 16th, is our star party. I don't know if I posted that or not yet, but I did mail out those who are invited to that. I mailed that out. So the 16th is our star party. The 9th is our unit New Year party. That's going to be at my new house that we're moving to. So I'd love to have you guys. I can't wait to host you guys in my new house. I'm so excited. We're going to wear PJs and have fuzzy socks, and we're going to be by the fire. I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. So I hope you guys will come. Lindsay's already registered. So how do you register? You either Cash App or Venmo me $10. I'm going to be there's going to be a dessert bar There's going to be a hot chocolate bar. There's going to be coffee. There's going to be a freaking fountain, a punch that I'm making into a fountain. It's super cute. And there's going to be like all kinds of finger foods. Like, you don't want to miss it. That's what your $10 is paying, is for all that food that I'm going to have. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to do like a quickie training or whatever. But we're going to play some games and just really just have some girl time. So I hope you guys will come. I love you guys, and I hope you have a happy